What is good, my guys, my bros, my ones, my twos, my one and onlys, baby? How y'all doing? Man, my ones and twos are here for you. What a day. Breathing in that good air. Breathing it in. Oh yeah. From the throat all the way down to the toes, to the very tips, to your soles, and down to the flow. Now, told y'all I'd be back with something special, because I left y'all on quite the cliffhanger last time. We got John on the island of Patmos, and we're gonna pick up with those 7 letters I was telling y'all about. But first, I just want to check in. See how my boys are doing, see how my bros are doing. It's still crazy out here, every day crazy, every single day. But listen, man, listen. You're self-improving, right? Every single day. Every single day you win in your disciplines, it's a victory. You may have had a loss in this past hour, but you had a victory in the hour before. Hour by hour, baby. And if hour by hour is too much, then go half an hour by half an hour. 15 minutes by 15 minutes. Okay? If you can go that long and go for that strong, is better than nothing. In any area that you're trying to discipline yourself in, baby, it's all good. As long as you are in the realm of discipline. Most men aren't. Most men have been swallowed up by this world. They are consumed by it. They have become a part of it. They are glorified for it. They are honored for it. They are revered by it. And they are influencing other men to get into it. And it is just bad news, baby. Bad news. They're trying to pull you in. Into the taker lifestyle. That ain't us, bro. That never was us. We were leavers. Only to take what we needed. And we left whatever was left for the rest. But now some head honchos have got it in their head to take. Consume until there's nothing left in the room. But not us, baby. We're soul babies, baby. Warrior culture, baby. Culture. Get me some of that juicy culture, baby. Need some of that culture. Man. Feeling that? Alright, I don't want to start jibber-jabbing too early. Let's get down to business, man. Let's kick this off. So let me relay the scene here. Right? John's about to write these 7 letters. And he's writing them to the 7 churches, but there's something a lot deeper going on too. Because as John's writing to the physical churches, Christ is in heaven also using John's writing to write to actual angels, the actual 7 spirits of God. And basically telling the 7 spirits of God, I'm the Son, I'm coming for y'all. And he's going to use John for help. Now the other thing is, and this is really important, man, let me show you something. Look at this, my guys. Look at all this translating I've done for y'all. I've done the hard work for y'all. Look at all that. Seen that? Look at all that. Look how tiny that writing is, yo. Look at all this translating I've been doing for you. Look at all that translating. You ain't gotta do nothing. Just listen. That's all you gotta do. Look at it. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, man. It's just. Look how tiny that writing is. Come on. Come on now. Come on. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Man, I'm having fun. Okay. So, in order to write these 7 letters, Christ has to speak to the body, each of the 7 spirits in the body. Now, what are these 7 spirits in the bodies? The seals, right? He opens the seals. What are the seals in the body? And how does someone open them? They're chakras, bro. 7 chakras all lined up. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Top to bottom. Bottom to top. And Christ is about to open John's chakras. One at a time. Revealing things to John. Revealing things to the 7 spirits that are in John. Revealing 7 things to the 7 spirits that are all collabed together, man. Spiritual world is complicated, baby. Complicated. But if you got the right mind, you can journey through it. For show. Alright. Man, I'm a little too excited right now, man. I gotta slow down. Now, I'm gonna explain to you. You'll see as we go. Let's get into it, baby. So the first letter that I'm gonna read the letter, and then I'm gonna tell you about the chakra that he's opening, writing to, / doing all this spiritual stuff, because he was the master. That's what Christ did. All right, and we're being revealed his method here. Okay. To the angel of the church in Ephesus write, these are the words of him who holds the 7 stars in his right hand and walk among the 7 golden lampstands. I know your deeds, your hard work, and your perseverance. I know that you cannot tolerate wicked people, that you have tested those who claim to be apostles but are not, and have found them false. You have persevered, and have endured hardships for my name, and have not grown weary. Yet I hold this against you. You have forsaken the love you had at first. Consider how far you have fallen. Repent, and do the things you did at first. If you do not repent, I will come to you and remove your lampstand from its place. But you have this in your favor. You hate the practices of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to eat from the tree of life, which is in the paradise of God. Okay, so he's writing and opening the root chakra. Think about it. Everything that was in that letter is directed to what happens in the root chakra, right? Your root chakra is what roots you to the ground. It's what keeps you connected to the earth. That's why he says, consider how far you have fallen, right? Because the top is up here. The root chakra is all the way down at the bottom. You'll see that he's going to be opening these from bottom to top. Okay? If you do not repent, I will come to you and remove your lampstand from its place. The root chakra, he's going to remove the root completely. Everyone knows that once your root chakra is messed with, once your root chakra is knocked over like a lampstand, guess what? Your whole, everything else, your whole being is just going to be completely off balance. Completely, maybe just to the point where it's just, the effects are irreversible. I mean, it's clear. Now, pay attention to the end of each letter, because Christ is going to basically tell each church that whoever does the command, which is in each letter, becomes victorious, and the victorious gets a prize. The victor in this sense gets to eat from the tree of life, which is in the paradise of God. So whoever is victorious in the root chakra, he gets to eat from the tree of life. Pretty sick, right? Alright. Second letter. Now this is going to be the sacral chakra. This is right above your root chakra. And this chakra corresponds with your relationships, with things outside of yourself, relationships with other people. And so here's the letter to the second angel. To the angel of the church in Smyrna write, these are the words of him who is the first and the last, who died and came to life again. I know your afflictions and your poverty, yet you are rich. I know about the slander of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are a synagogue of Satan. Do not be afraid of what you are about to suffer. I tell you, the devil will put some of you in prison to test you, and you will suffer persecution for 10 days. Be faithful, even to the point of death, and I will give you life as your victor's crown. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. The one who is victorious will not be hurt at all by the second death. Alright, so second chakra has to do with your relationships. It's very easy to feel like you're poor and to feel like you ain't got stuff, you ain't got jack. But this letter is reminding us, yo, you're rich. You're rich. You know, look at your relationships. If you don't have relationships with the people around you, look at your relationships with the things unseen. Maybe things in nature. Straight up, maybe just things with God. Maybe it's just you and God doing this whole life thing, and it's just you and Him. And so He's turning it back to you in His relationship and saying, you're rich, you got me. Like, this is the relationship. This is the relationship. And that's what feeds the sacral chakra. It's probably one of the most missed seals, the most missed chakras out of them all, for sure. Kind of just gets glanced over. You know, because it's something that's going on with relationship outside of the body. So, second chakra is open, or at least being pre-open. It's being told that there's something happening. Each chakra in the body is being told, like, hey, this is a warning because I'm about to open y'all. That's what Christ is saying. He's saying, I'm about to open y'all. And now, keep in mind, John and Christ is in the Spirit on the island with John. So they're on the island together, but there's also something going on in heaven at the same time with John in heaven. and all the heavenly hosts will get there. But I just want to make it clear that as all this stuff is happening in the physical, there's stuff happening in the spiritual as well. All right. Third chakra. That's the solar plexus chakra, right? And this chakra is basically, this is the stomach, man. I mean, this is where the chakra is either glowing or it's dull, because the stomach pretty much rules this area. And so keep that in mind. It's about the stomach, it's about the gut, it's about all that that's just right here. Not the heart, we're not there yet. Right here. Okay? So, here's the letter to the third one. To the angel of the church in Pergamum, write, these are the words of him who has the sharp, double-edged sword. I know where you live, where Satan has his throne, yet you remain true to my name. You did not renounce your faith in me, not even in the days of Antipas, my faithful witness, who was put to death in your city, where Satan lives. Nevertheless, I have a few things against you. There are some among you who hold to the teaching of Balaam, who taught Balak to entice the Israelites to sin, so that they ate food sacrificed to idols and committed sexual immorality. Likewise, you also have those who hold to the teaching of the Nicolaitans. Repent, therefore, otherwise I will soon come to you, and I will fight against them with the sword of my mouth. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To the one who is victorious, I will give some of the hidden manna. I will also give that person a white stone with a new name written on it, known only to the one who receives it. So the gut, the stomach, it sways, man. It entices you, man. The stomach that's most people's gods these days. Most people's gods are their stomachs. All this hangry talk, all these people who, when they say that they get hangry, man, they don't know. They don't know the definition of hangry. If you got someone in your life who says that they're hangry often, just you correct them. Correct that person, because their solar plexus chakra is probably as bright as a brick. A brick covered in mud. Alright. Now, this is my favorite. The next one's my favorite. Here we go. The fourth letter. This fourth letter is getting written to the fourth chakra. And baby, that's where the heart is, man. That's where the heart is. Now keep in mind, this is being written to John specifically. So this is written to John's this is written to John's heart. And we know through John's letters, 1 John, 2 John, 3 John, that there's a lady in his life. There's someone that he's been entertaining in here. And Christ is about to address that directly. Let's take a look. To the angel of the church in Thyatira, write, these are the words of the Son of God, whose eyes are like blazing fire, and whose feet are like burnished bronze. I know your deeds, your love and faith, your service and perseverance, and that you are now doing more than you did at first. Nevertheless, I have this against you. You tolerate that woman Jezebel, who calls herself a prophet. By her teaching, she misleads my servants into sexual immorality and the eating of food sacrificed to idols. I have given her time to repent of her immorality, but she is unwilling. So I will cast her on a bed of suffering, and I will make those who commit adultery with her suffer intensely, unless they repent of her ways. I will strike her children dead. Then all the churches will know that I am he who searches hearts and minds. I will repay each of you according to your deeds. Now I say to the rest of you in Thyatira, To you who do not hold to her teaching and have not learned Satan's so-called deep secrets, I will not impose any other burden on you except to hold on to what you have until I come. To the one who is victorious and does my will to the end, I will give authority over the nations. That one will rule them with an iron scepter and will dash them to pieces like pottery, just as I have received authority from my Father. I will also give that one the morning star. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Okay. Fourth letter, written to the fourth chakra, addressing things of the heart, right? Completely address all things of the heart. We've got Jezebel, we've got idols, we've got even food, we've got... It's the longest letter, man. We've got all sorts of stuff going on in here. So these things of the heart is big, man. That's why there's even two, you get two rewards if you're victorious in this area. If you're victorious in matters of the heart, because that's what this chakra is about, and that's what this letter is addressing. It's addressing matters of the heart. And if you are victorious in this area, look at what you get. Look at what you get. You get authority over the nations, and you get to rule them with an iron scepter. So you get an iron scepter. Sick. And also, but he also throws something else in there. I will also give that one the morning star. I'll let you think about what that is. A lot of people have an idea of what the morning star is, but what it really is, we'll find out when we get there. But it's two rewards. Like, that's sick. Iron scepter, morning star, and authority. Like, you'll also see that Christ is revealing how he got his authority in the first place too, because he went through this whole process. All right, here we go. We're getting up there. We're up into the fifth chakra now, right? The throat chakra. So this one, this is another. I'd say, like, this is right up there with the heart chakra, I think, because this is very powerful. The human voice is extremely powerful. I mean, it runs the show, baby. Maybe not so much anymore, but it used to. Alright, here we go. Oh, I love it. Love it. Alright. To the angel of the church in Sardis write, these are the words of him who holds the 7 spirits of God and the 7 stars. I know your deeds. You have a reputation of being alive, but you are dead. Wake up. Strengthen what remains and is about to die, for I have found your deeds unfinished in the sight of my God. Remember, therefore, what you have received and heard, hold it fast and repent. But if you do not wake up, I will come like a thief, and you will not know at what time I will come to you. Yet you have a few people in Sardis who have not soiled their clothes. They will walk with me, dressed in white, for they are worthy. The one who is victorious will, like them, be dressed in white. I will never blot out the name of that person from the book of life, but will acknowledge that name before my Father and his angels. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Alright, so there's something in the throat that is asleep. Alright? There's like half of what's going on in the throat, like, Christ is not okay with, but the other half he is okay with. Like, you know, he's saying that, you know, what you have left that I'm seeing is good, strengthen that, strengthen what remains, strengthen your voice, strengthen, and there's my idea of strengthening your throat chakra is, for one, fast your words, man. Fast your words, for sure. Have you tried going a day being silent? Any of you? Like, try it. Like, go a day being silent. Another way to wake up your throat chakra and really get it balanced and stuff, stop cursing. Simple as that. It's curse. Why would you want to spit curses? Why would you want to have curses leave your mouth, knowing that the spoken word literally shapes your future, shapes the days that you have. The curses you speak today are the cursed day that you're going to live tomorrow. It's as simple as that. Like, if you feel like you're cursed, like your life is just one curse after curse after curse, check your language. You're probably cursing. You're probably using foul language. That's why your life is foul. It's simple. It's simple. And I'm saying it's simple because it really is. Out of all the disciplines, it's simple, baby. Get yourself some other type of words to replace those curses so that you can use them on the spot, man. You don't need a curse, baby. It's all gravy. You don't need a curse. Trust me. It's not doing anything for you. Don't worry about it. You're already man enough without cursing, baby. You ain't got a curse to show your stuff. You ain't got a curse to show your stuff. Don't trip. Because, this is the most powerful tool that God can use. All right. Ooh. Okay, we're going up. Going up to the sixth chakra, which is the mind's eye chakra. And this, oh, I love it. Here we go. Okay, so the mind's eye, right? This is the dark screen in your head that you use to paint images when you're trying to think of things, right? You close your eyes. Maybe you're an artist. Maybe you're at work and you're trying to think about your next project. And so you've got the blackboard, right? That's your mind's eye. And then what you write on it, you're either imagining pictures, maybe you're imagining words, maybe you're imagining a whole scene like a movie. That's your mind's eye, shedding light on what you're trying to think. Okay, so here we go. To the angel of the church in Philadelphia, write, these are the words of him who is holy and true, who holds the key of David. What he opens, no one can shut. What he shuts, no one can open. I know your deeds. See, I have placed before you an open door. No one can shut. I know that you have little strength, yet you have kept my word and have not denied my name. I will make those who are of the synagogue of Satan, who claim to be Jews, though they are not, but are liars, I will make them come and fall down at your feet and acknowledge that I have loved you. Since you have kept my command to endure patiently, I will also keep you from the hour of trial that is going to come on the whole world to test the inhabitants of the earth. I am coming soon. Hold on to what you have so that no one will take your crown. The one who is victorious I will make a pillar in the temple of my God. Never again will they leave it. I will write on them the name of my God and the name of the city of my God, the new Jerusalem, which is coming down out of heaven from my God. And I will also write on them my new name. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. All right, this is intense. Because the mind's eye, right? When Christ opens this, and we'll see this later, when Christ opens John's mind's eye, the reason it's right, that's why he calls it a door, because the mind's eye is a door, and it opens and shuts. And let me tell you something. With all the different substances out there and stuff like that, you can open your mind's eye on your own and stuff, or you can close it, or you can just not mess with it. The last thing you want to do is invite God to have God open your mind's eye. You don't want that. In fact, it's best to just let it naturally open and close on its own without you trying to be like, oh, okay, I'm going to open it so I can try to figure something out. I'm going to close it so I can try not to, so that I can like get through some hurt or something. I don't know. But in this area, man, you got to be super careful. You got to be super careful. But yeah, like we'll say, there's the one who is victorious in this area. Now this is really cool, because the one who is victorious, I will make a pillar in the temple of my God, right? And he's talking about the new heaven and stuff like that. And this is going to be the chakra where John, once his sixth seal is open, we'll see the new heaven coming down. It's beautiful, baby. It's absolutely beautiful. So this letter is written to, the sixth chakra, the angel of the sixth church. Basically Christ saying, I'm coming, yo. I'm going to be opening doors. No one's going to be able to shut it. All those lights going to be in. Y'all are going to be hurting. So get ready. Get ready. Now finally, the last letter written is to the seventh chakra, right? The seventh letter. So this is the crown chakra, baby. This is right above your head. This is right above your head, like an inch above your head. Now you'll notice that when it comes to the crown chakra, the seventh chakra, it's emptiness, man. Heaven is emptiness, baby. And so basically what this this seventh area is basically going to be a re-summary of the other six chakras, and in that summary, the six chakras, that creates the seventh one, the crown, the thing that's unseen, the crown above our heads that is invisible. So you'll see, as I read through this letter, it's almost going to sound like he's basically going through a summary of chakras 1 through 6, right? So maybe I'll point it out as I'm going through the letter. Maybe I'll just spit the whole letter at once and then try to go back and point it out. Maybe you'll catch it on your own. I hope that you catch it on your own. So here we go. To the angel of the church in Laodicea, right? These are the words of the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the ruler of God's creation. I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. You say, I am rich. I have acquired wealth and do not need a thing. But you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. I counsel you to buy from me gold refined in fire, so you can become rich, and white clothes to wear, so you can cover your shameful nakedness, and salve to put on your eyes, so you can see. Those whom I love, I rebuke and discipline, so be earnest and repent. Here I am. I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person, and they with me. To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. I want to jump directly into the one who is victorious here. So the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne. So Christ is saying, I went through all these, and I was victorious in all these. This is how I got my authority. Christ is showing us how he got his authority. And what's best is that he's taking it a step further, And Christ is saying, the same way that I got my authority is the same way that I am going to give another human being that is alive today authority just how he had. So those are the 7 letters that are basically written to the 7 angels, the 7 spirits of the body, basically telling the 7 spirits in John's body, get ready because I'm opening y'all and I'm coming into you. And we're going to reveal a bunch of stuff. It's just, man, I tell you what. It's like a beautiful song, baby. So those are the 7 letters. After these letters, we're going to go into heaven. And that will be in another video. Because you should be digesting these 7 letters on your own. Seeing how they pertain to all the 7 areas of your life. We're men, baby. How's the shadow boxing going? You still shadow boxing? You still practicing? Because I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. Things are coming. And men, we gotta be ready. Gotta be ready out here. Look at this ocean, baby. Ocean, baby. Ocean, look at that. Beautiful colors. You got the light blues. We got a sandbar running through there. Dark blues in the back. Man, it's just a palette. It's just a palette, man. Open your eyes, gents. There's so much beauty everywhere. So much beauty. Don't be looking to online stuff, like maybe a little stuff online, but don't be looking to the world to figure out how to be a man, dude. Nature will tell you how to be a man. Nature will show you, dude. You gotta trust her. We're warriors, baby. Warrior culture, baby. Warrior culture. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, man. Yo, I'm so glad that we got through these letters, man, because I just didn't think it was the translating was tough, bro. And I only really just scratched a little bit. When we get into the next part, it'll make a little bit more sense. All right, let's get back to our culture. Let's get back here. I just want to put out some love. I want to put out some love there for you, man, because I know you're struggling. I know that everywhere you look, you might feel like an outcast. God help the outcast, right? And I'm telling you, a day's coming where all of us we're gonna be chilling together. We're gonna be boys, hanging together. We're gonna move together. We're gonna migrate together. We're gonna eat together. We're gonna hunt together. We're gonna fish together. And we're not gonna let the world overtake us again. You just won't. It's not gonna happen. Now remember right now, It's really tricky. It's really deceiving out here. Because you got the female consciousness. It has its own agenda right now. You can see it. It's right in front of our eyes. It's right in front of our eyes. They're chasing this idea of man. Remember, I told you that. They're looking for Adam. Unfortunately, they were given misinformation. And so their idea of what a man is supposed to look like is not actually the idea of what God has for a man to look like. More men who are watching me right now, you are more men than most of these men that are attached to women, who these women are like, look at my man, look at who I got. Nah, I don't see him. You say man, but I don't see it. So don't let these women sway you, bro. Don't let these women sway you. Whether you're struggling with women in real life or women on the internet, don't let them pull you either way, man. Remember what I said. Meditate. Get yourself out into nature. Align everything up. Boom. Breathe it in. Shadow box. Shadow whatever. You know, maybe you're more like Tai Chi type thing. Whatever you gotta do. Put your hands to your heart and just let the flow take you. Too many of you men care what you look like. Too many of you men care what you look like when you're following your flow. And that stops your flow. Because your mind is like, uh-oh, there's people watching me. I can't dance the way I want to dance because there's people watching me. Boy, you better start dancing like nobody's looking. You better find your flow like nobody's looking. And the biggest lie that society will tell you is that nobody's looking. They're like, oh, don't worry, nobody's looking. Let me tell you something. Everybody's looking. Now you're free. Now you're free. Everybody's looking. So let the flow go and dance. I love you guys. I love you, nature. I love you, animals. And I love you, birds of the air and creatures of the sea. From the bottom of my heart, you have my love for everyone. I'll see you guys next time.